To submit a team sheet for a single fixture, log into your club portal and click Team Sheets. If you don't see any fixtures appearing here, open up your search and filter options and just expand your date range to make sure that games within that date range will show up for you. Already 2 team sheets submitted here for future fixtures. If you want to submit a new one, click on your own club name. You'll see there you won't be able to click on the opposition's club name. Click on your own club name. To add players, click the Players tab, and for the 14 players listed here, click the little plus icon and start to add. You can add players from a particular panel or roster of players if you wish. Just change your player source from your overall member database to your chosen roster and continue to add all these players until you have enough or until you've filled up your 14 spots on the team sheet. Okay, once all your players are added, you can insert their jersey numbers if they're different to your positions here. So I'm just going to go down through and add all of these. Okay, so once all of your player numbers are added, you can now also add roles to these players. So I'm going to choose Katie here as my libero. I'm going to say Faye is my middle blocker. Lulu is opposite. Charlotte is outside hitter, and so on as is relevant. You can swap players around if you've inserted somebody in the wrong position. Choose the little transfer icons like so, and click to confirm transfers, and that'll just swap them around. If you've added somebody in by accident, or somebody who shouldn't be on this team sheet, click the little red X icon, and that'll remove that person from that position. You can again add them back in like so, or you can choose to swap a player out, change out player, and then swap in a player like so. If you do remove and re-add the player, you will need to insert in their player number again and role if needed. Once you've added your players, you can do the same for your officials or your coaches. So again, click add. I'm just going to add the one. And you do have the option to add a role or multiple roles for this person as well. So if that person is both your manager and your head coach, potentially your team secretary as well, you can add multiple roles there as needed. Once you've finished submitting your team sheet, click save, and that will save the team sheet for the game. You can edit it all the way up until the cutoff for editing team sheets has arrived. You come back to your team sheets list again. You'll see here there are a few icons against this team sheet. First one will allow you to print out a hard copy of the team sheet. I click that. You can see it prints out like so. The next 2 icons will allow you to view your team sheet players and print out a copy of your team sheet players. So again, it's the same information, but just you'll have headshots against the players that you've added here, along with their player ID, date of birth, and their membership status. For any future games, if you happen to be submitting a similar team sheet for anything in the future, you do have the option to copy a team sheet from a previous fixture. So again, click into your players, click into a previous game. I'll choose the most recent one and click copy. If you've got some minor adjustments to make there, again, you can do it the exact same way. Remove players, swap players, change player numbers, and change roles. You do also have the option that any coach that is added to the roster for that team can manage that roster from their own public user login. So I've now logged out of the admin side login, and I've logged into my public user account. You can come over to the left-hand menu here and click Team Sheets. Again, don't be alarmed if you don't see any, just expand your search. Once your date range is expanded, again, you'll see more games appearing. I'm going to choose the same game that we had already edited from the admin side. And you'll see there our players list is exactly the same. Your functionality there is exactly the same. The ability to add, remove players, again, exactly the same as what it would have been. Just remember to click save if you've made any changes, just to submit those changes.